Hello everyone, we are conducting our next activity, that is the presentation on random topic. So we are a group of direct second year from electrical SYBT. So as my topic is conservation of electrical energy. So as an electrical engineer, we have a major responsibility to save electricity and puts other also. As seen the world towards increases the pollution, facing problems like global warming. So such as problem can be reduced by using the renewable energy sources. As the nowadays currently mostly energy generation is based on the coal, hydropower plants, coal, nuclear power plants, diesel power plants. But these are produces very much of carbon dioxide and pollute the nature. So therefore, it is our responsibility to use mostly number of renewable energy sources like solar, hydro, wind, turbine, like this, so that we can reduce the carbon dioxide emission. As seen comparatively, the renewable energy sources produces 3 to 4% of carbon dioxide, and non-renewable sources are produces 90 to 91% of carbon dioxide. So this is the major difference we can reduce by using or by using the renewable energy sources. And as small that is we are arrange workshop or we are arrange uh, workshops for schools or to save the electricity by a simple or small way, like no one in the room, so therefore to switch off the supply of the room, or when you are go out of the room, no need of where no need of electricity, then switch off the supply. Thank you.
Good afternoon everyone, I am Sakshi and today I will be speaking on can AI change humans? The answer is yes. Already AI is changing how we think. By providing the instant answer to the questions, it is changing how need of memorization. It also changes how we work. By focusing repeat work, AI is changing to make us creative with the problem solving, and it also affects on our behavior. Using AI, we are more affected, being more dependent on the AI tools, just like from how we used to Google more, or we used to ChatGPT for the sudden answers. In healthcare, AI helps us monitor physical and mental well-being, but it also makes us dependent on machines on decisions. Ethically, AI raises a serious question about privacy, fairness, and accountability, forcing us to rethink what we means to be human. So yes, AI is changing humans, but the real challenge is making sure that these changes can lead to progress, not dependence. Thank you.
Good afternoon everyone. My name is Tanvi and I am going to present PPT on electrical substation. Nowadays
So during the COVID, we observed that the demand of some of the medicines like remdesivir and the oxygen in the market suddenly rose, and there was limited resources for the need or the want of the people. So in this condition, what the government did was they regulate and allocated this particular resource, in this case particularly oxygen, to the person or the people who are uh, quite needy for that particular resource. So this is the very first function of the government. Moving to the next point is the regulating the monopolies in the market. So to answer this point or to explain this point, there is a trivia regarding the Reliance Industries. Back in 1980s and 1990s, when the Reliance was setting up their textile mills into Gujarat, Ahmedabad. So during that time, the basically Textile Association of India filed a petition into Supreme Court that they are basically trying to become a monopoly in the textile sector. So basically, the then government under the Supreme Court order took an action on setting up their plants in Ahmedabad. So thus regulating the monopoly. The third function of the government is distribution function. So basically, what does a government do in an economic activity for distribution function is, for example, HNI, high net worth individual in India, are taxed around 30% on their net income, so that this income can be equally distributed or can be used for the welfare of the person in the lower economic strata of the country. So that's all. Thank you.
My name is Vaishnavi Sonia. I am presenting presentation on solar power plant. So solar power plant is a very important role in a human life. Electricity making by the sunlight, and it is a very free and easily available. So that means generate free electricity by the without harming any environment. So as per the need electricity grows. Use the solar power plant, so reduction in a pollution and save energy on electricity bill. So solar power plant is different types. First is a photovoltaic and second is concentrated type. The concentrated type, the two more parts, that is solar power and the distributing. The solar power plant consists of the various types of components such as the inverter, batteries, solar panels. Advantages of the solar power plant is the renewable and the sustainable and low maintenance and the low operating cost. And limitations of the solar power plant is the
Hello everyone, I am here to present the topic about presentation of electrical vehicles. Now I am discuss about electrical vehicles. What is electrical vehicle? Electrical vehicle is a motor which fully powered by the motor or electricity. In which EVs encompass a wide range of transportation like road, railway and other transportation. Early vehicles in 19th century, the electrical vehicles are founded. Like in Sweden, fully electricity transported by bus, means bus is fully covered or controlled by electricity. These examples are another examples like fully vehicles like motors, cars, bikes, etc. In which electricity is transported fully or some parts of motors like brakes, power, engines, etc. So this topic is very lengthy. I am covered this very shortly. So thank you.
It is founded at the 1952 by Poland Center. Global fast food chain specifically chicken, famous secret was 11 herbs and species are used in there. So now what are the objectives of that company is to provide high quality delicious fried chicken and to offer the customer experience globally, to innovate menu items while maintaining traditional favorites. Now, in order process, how we can order the fill the application form, attend the interview, complete training program, and the last is the benefits of that to improve our career growth, employee discount, team environment, executive hours. Now, conclusion about the KFC stands for symbol quality flavor and providing message to the customer.
Hello everyone, my name is Nagraj. Today I am presenting a presentation topic on GDP growth role in industrial growth. Industrial GDP growth mainly consists of four parts which contributes major part of GDP in India: agricultural sector, industrial sector, and the net export sector and the service sector. And in GDP, overall 30% of GDP contributes that because of industry growth. Industry growth consists of several. Industrial growth contributes GDP growth in several ways. Increase the production and goods that increases the exports and ultimately increases the economy of a country. And technology and innovations, increasing industries in country will allow technology and innovations to increase in country. However, industrial growth faces challenges such as lack of infrastructure in rural areas, power shortage that high power requirement for the industries.
Good afternoon everyone. So I am Sridhar Kulkarni and I am going to present a presentation about why power electronics matter in everyday life. So basically every time you charge your phone, ride an electric bike or switch on a fan, there is a power electronics working behind the scenes. So the purpose of this presentation is to explain how power electronics influence in our day-to-day life. So basically what is power electronics? Power electronics is a control and conversion of electrical energy. So in conversion of electrical energy, there is a AC to DC conversion which is done by rectifiers, DC to AC converters which is done by inverters, and AC to AC conversion with variable frequency by cyclo converters, and there are DC to DC conversion by choppers. So this is how power electronics converts electrical energy into various types. So in everyday application like washing machine, refrigerator, LED lighting, we use power electronics. And whenever we charge our electronic devices like laptop, mobile, there is a power electronics working in behind. So basically, power electronics is very important in controlling and automation of electrical energy. And lastly, the benefits of using power electronics, that is we have compact size and higher efficiency and higher operating speed. The reliability of the system increases. So power electronics makes very important in electrical engineering.